Greetings. This is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Today's topic, Wuhan virus update. We are March 3, 2020. Scripture reference. Again, I'm going to quote Jesus and in various places, famines and pestilences. Also going to quote Exodus 20, verse 3, one of the 10 commandments. You shall have no other gods before me. This would be the Lord Yahweh. So the global count of infected persons has reached over 90,000 and continues to climb. Over 3,100 have died. Cases are exploding across South Korea, Iran, and Italy. And this number, I actually wrote this last night, way over 58 and counting have been impacted by the pestilence. Total in the United States is 90 and growing. Wouldn't surprise me if it's over 100 by the reading of this. We're going to take a look at, one thing's kind of interesting in Iran and in South Korea, worshiping false gods and the impact that this virus is having. Now, the government and its officials of the Islamic Republic, they're taking a serious hit with the coronavirus. And I think I heard on the radio today over 23 members of Iranian legislature have been infected. And a couple of members have died, and allegedly over 1,500 people are infected in the country. These numbers are in question, and here's why when you get the chance to see this. Based on the behavior being exhibited in the religious city of Qom, and we've talked about this previously. Qom is the religious center of Iran, and so they have all the religious shrines and sites there. So people are coming in and out. They're visiting these sites. And they also have some very interesting habits that are just not good for hygiene. Travel's not been restricted. And we have a bold example of commitment on display from the Shia branch of the religion of peace. And we wonder why this disease is spreading like gangbusters. I mean, it's the epicenter of the coronavirus in Iran. And authorities refuse to close down the shrines. So now we have pro-regime people are licking the shrines, encouraging people to visit them. Let's get this man in action. He's licking this, and he doesn't care what happens. Now, mind you, everybody's had their tongue and their mouth and their hands all over this. We got prayers in the background, and he's not scared of the coronavirus. And these people believe this stuff. Yes, we are saying that the shrine is spreading the coronavirus. And he's here to prove to lick the tomb that it'll be okay. And he's removing the virus by licking this shrine. So, demonstrating great technique. He's got the virus, no big deal. Come and visit. Yes, I'm ready to go. I'm sure many people are lining up. There you go. Wipe your hands, get it on your face. Darwin Award winner right there. And if you go to this person up here, Masih Alinejad, she's got countless examples of these folks doing this stuff at these shrines. Oh, it's incredible. So we're going to take a jump over here to South Korea. Matthew 24, verse 5, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and they will lead many astray. So the latest numbers out of South Korea report over 4,800 infected. The center of attention is the leader of a religious cult. Man in the eye of the storm is Man-hee, and he is the leader of the Shincheonji Church of Jesus. And Mr. Lee seems to think he is the second coming of Jesus Christ. And he states he is the, quote, promised pastor. And he's taken 144,000 people to heaven with him. And Mr. Lee believes he is the fulfillment of Revelation. Unfortunately, Mr. Lee has recently been diagnosed with the coronavirus, about to face his own mortality. Jesus is still alive there, buddy. Again, I find it fascinating, bearing false witness, worshiping other gods before the true God. And these two places happen to be the epicenters in South Korea and Iran. And let's take us to man's worship of the World Health Organization, the WHO, continues with the idea the coronavirus is not a pandemic at this time. And today we have been lectured by the leader of the WHO, Dr. Tedros, on terms, labels, and political correctness in regards to the virus. Now, for those of you who would like to use the proper terminology as to not offend anyone, please go to the Twitter stream below. And, Dr. Tedro will tell you what you should and shouldn't say. And we'll give you a little hint of this. Doesn't like the stigma. And he's, and thinks this is actually more destructive. The terms we're using is more destructive than this virus. He wants the world to come together as one, and that's not a bad idea. We do need to all work together. I'm not going to completely bust on the guy for that, but if that's going to happen, we need everybody to be honest about what we're dealing with, and there's just no way there are certain countries looking to be honest about what's going on in their country. See China and Iran for starters. Got to question some of the data. We don't have enough test kits here in the United States. And here we go. Stigma is the most dangerous enemy. It's not the virus, it's the stigma. And lastly, we're going to get some input here from Michel de Ville. Economic impact of the virus continues to grow. Michel de Ville provides his latest thoughts on the Wuhan virus. Supply chains are being impacted on a global scale. Michel discusses the business cycle and how the role of the virus is interacting with the business cycle. Dr. Charles Ninner, I know a lot of you folks like to follow Dr. Ninner's writings, has also provided his latest charts with impact on the housing industry as well. Ninner is calling for a double-dip correction in the housing market. Both de Ville and Ninner have been and are calling for interest rates to continue to fall. For those of you who are paying attention to this sort of thing, the 10-year note fell below 1% today for the first time ever. 1% interest, 10 years. It's not a very good return, but, if you're long bonds, you're probably doing pretty good. But point is, get your house in order. Things are going to slow down, is their point. And they've been spot on. If you guys have been following, Michael's been telling you this is coming. Ninner's been telling you this is coming. Looks like the coronavirus is the domino that is going to force the economy's hand. Click on this link too if you want to see the video. It's about a 5-6 minute video Michael provides. We're going to close with Daniel 12 verse 4. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. And we are definitely living in a time of people running to and fro. And you can see we travel from continent to continent, and we're watching firsthand how infection can rapidly spread around the globe. So it's never been like this before in human history. And things are changing. So if you're interested, feel free to check out PaulthePoke.com. Share it with other folks. If you want to sign up and receive an email every time, click on this blue bar. Also, there should be a gray bar in here where you can type in your email address and get notification. And this is going to be categorized again under pestilence right here. And it's also going to be categorized in Persia, Elam, Iran for all the French kissing that's taking place on the religious shrines in Qom. That's pretty significant. Again, feel free to share with others. Hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Bye.